Greetings everyone. It is Friday, January 12th, and I'm actually getting a late start on this video because I had a show last night. I had the first night of I have a year-long residency that started last night at a local lounge. Once a month I'll host a night of music where I'll play and have other bands play. Last night it was me and Chemicals, and we featured some artwork by great local artist Dereck. It was a very successful night. I didn't get to bed till almost 3 this morning. It was really cold and last night and really slick, and yet the bar was packed all night. Thank you everyone. Thank you. I've been receiving records this week, and I've received one that I need to review, and I'll start there. They gave me a one sheet. Here it is. Okay. Now, folks, first off, folks, please understand that I am honest, and you may not like what I say, but you need to learn how to deal with that reality. We're individuals with opinions. This is just a fact of the matter, okay? So get ready to allow me to speak honestly, okay? Tautologic, Recycle. This band got a hold of me and asked if I would be interested. You know, I said, send me a CD. I won't review stuff on Bandcamp. Send it to me. There's good stuff on Bandcamp. Everything is on Bandcamp now. But if you want to hear from me, send me a CD. And they did. Thank you, number one. Tautologic is progressive rock. There are different schools of progressive rock, okay? Now this band, they can play well. I listened to this a couple times and I'm still not sure where I would put them as far as, oh, they sound like. What I will say about this is that obviously the band can play well. There are some interesting ideas here. But if you notice the title here, Tautologic, Recycle, and then they say so as much in the one sheet. This music is really head music. As much as they're wanting you to listen to the music, it sounds to me like they really want you to listen to the words. They're trying to tell you something, describe aspects of life, mental illness. This is not as satisfying musically as I look for, but this is good, okay? Notice what I'm saying, all right? The flavor of this keeps defaulting back to the vocals, and the music is just always more important to me. I do think that there are a lot of folks that will dig tautologic. I cannot think of a comparison musically. I really can't. Thank you for sending the music, and I wish you success with it. That's my honest assessment of the music, okay? And I'll leave a link below where you can purchase this and listen to it. Listen to it and decide for yourself always. Thank you very much, folks, for sending me your music, and best of luck with it. Another label that has kindly aligned with me in the last few years out of Switzerland is the L'Amour label. L'Amour. They've sent me several releases over the years, and I'm happy to say they got it right. I like what they do. I could see myself being on their label too. I could see my music on their label. This is a poster that goes along with the latest release they sent me, which is by Claysons. I'll show the record in a second, but go ahead and show you all this promotional stuff that came with it. Sent a promotional poster for their 50 Shades of L'Amour. Interesting label, mostly electronic based, which I like. So they sent me Clayson's new album, Clayson VVVV, with the one sheet kind of describing it as kind of krautrocky. And I can see that right away. Of the two things I'm really reviewing today, I like this. This hits me right. There's a dream pop aspect to this music as well as the krautrock, okay, which I like. So nice blue vinyl. Thank you for letting me have a copy. Lawnmower Records. Victor, the guy that runs the label. Thank you, Victor. So this album starts off kind of a little bit sounding like the radio department. Have you guys ever heard that band? Kind of dream pop shoegaze. I love them, okay? So it kind of starts off like that, and before you know it, it veers off into what they call krautrock territory, somewhere between maybe the music of a cluster or even Kraftwerk. I really like this. Now, once again, for me, the vocals on here are the detraction. But I am in the minority. I am someone who does not need vocals at all to enjoy music. I love instrumental music. So quite a bit of this is instrumental and real gauzy and hazy and dreamy. Oh, I like that. I like those aspects. Another world. And that's beautiful 180 gram vinyl. I like that shade of blue. So this one gets a much heartier thumbs up. I will recommend both of these, okay? As I said, listen for yourself. I think there definitely is a segment of the progressive rock listening audience that likes work like this. Give it a shot. This one is much more immediately satisfying for me personally. And thank you again. I got a surprise from a VC. I don't know how long he's been involved, but a guy named Alex, who I have been noticing from his posts on Facebook, asked to send me some records out of the blue. I love when this happens. I really do. Alex, his posts online are very interesting. The type of stuff I'm looking for, off the beaten path. I mean, I love what I call regular music, you know, which is everything from Elton John to just mainstream, you know. But I'm more interested in everything else going on in the world, okay? And he posts records like that, and he sent me 2 records and 3 CDs along those lines, and I thank you very much, Alex. He sent me a brand new album I didn't know about. Giant Claw. Soft Channel. Isn't that a wild cover? I love that. Brand new. So I posted this, and it turns out that this is a one-person sound collage artist. And a couple years ago, he came and played in Lincoln. My friend Roger Simonson, who I talked about recently, went and saw him. I knew nothing about the guy, and he posted a video from the show. I like this, okay? Now, to put this into context, I love sound collage work. This is a lot of sampling, and a lot of it ends up being percussive with the way he goes with these different juxtapositions of sound. So partly what I like about this album is listening to his process as much as listening to what he's created. I find the work interesting to try to imagine how he put together all those sound sources. And then there are pieces where it sounds like, I wonder if this singer actually was commissioned to make this music for him to cut up. I like this a lot. Giant Claw, Soft Channel. He sent me a 10-inch by Fenez, who I love. I've only got a little bit of Fenez, one thing on vinyl, which is on the same label as this one. Fenez is a ambient electronic artist who makes wonderful music, sounds all electronic, but he uses regular instruments a lot of the time with pedals and effects to create this wonderful electronic sounding sheen. Finesse, 7 stars, a 10-inch on the touch label. I just love this. This is really wonderful work. Wonderful work. As much melodically, it moves like this, but texturally, it's very thick, very deep. Thank you. He sent me some CDs too. I mean, am I missing one here? I might be. Well, okay. I haven't listened to this one yet, Alex. John Talabot. Now, as much as I talk about music, there's a lot I don't know about. Obviously, I can't know about everything. I didn't know about this artist. I looked him up and did not know about him. I started to play it, and then I got busy. I've been busy, so I have to come back to this. But he sent me the Colin Stetson CD. This came out a few years ago. Excuse me. This particular one came out back when the CD was, not when the vinyl community, when I was really active with it and it was really jumping. New Historic Warfare Volume 2, Judges. I remember people like Tony Amuro. Everybody was just going nuts about this album. He's a saxophone player who is very adept at circular breathing, which means that he's able to play notes for a long time. And playing the note while breathing in and then playing longer, similar to bagpipe. And this is just deep. I really haven't had a chance to listen to this lately. When it came out, I listened. I never bought it, but it was all over the place, so I could listen to it online. And this guy is quite the pioneering artist when it comes to saxophone. Colin Stetson. Thank you so much, everyone, for this music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see if there's something else, just right quick. I like to keep these videos about this long. That way it doesn't take 2 hours for the damn thing to upload. Last thing I'll say is, the Paternoster, when I first heard it, was completely put off by it and thought it was garbage. It wasn't until I listened to it and got all the way through the album that I got it. And that's what you have to do. You have to get through that first part. Those vocals are dreadful at first, but the album is really strange and very cool. Oh, I'll be back soon.